What does it mean to be stuck in life? Do you find yourself overwhelmed and frustrated because you're not where you want to be in life? Do you find yourself overwhelmed and really frustrated because by this point in time you thought you'd be where you wanted to be, but you're still not yet there? If you're feeling this way today, whether it's your career or your health or relationship or whatever it is, don't worry. In this video, we're going to address this issue and I'm going to share 3 points, 3 key points with you that will help you understand why you're overwhelmed, and it's going to help you get out of this state so that you can start living a fulfilled life. Hi, my name is Felix Kabi, and I'm going to be addressing this issue today. Now, thanks for coming. Thanks for tuning in today. Before we get started, feel free to like this video, share it, subscribe so you don't miss my next few episodes. And before we get started, I just want to say welcome again. So, what does it mean to be stuck? Why are you feeling stuck in your life? What has caused this to happen? I'm going to share my screen right now so I can show you guys the three key things you need to be aware of so that you can understand why you are feeling stuck. There could be many reasons why you're feeling stuck, but according to my understanding, I want to share these three things with you. And hopefully these three things can shed light to the issue. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So point number one, this it's a subjective experience. What does this mean? Basically, feeling stuck is a highly subjective and personal experience. Means it's different from every single person to one another because we all have different desires in lives. Therefore, when we feel stuck, it's going to be different from each and every single person, right? So, what might make one person feel stuck may not affect another in the same way. Mm. It's essential to recognize and understand your own feelings and the specific aspects of your life contributing to this sense of stagnation, right? As I mentioned earlier, whether you're feeling stuck because of your career, whether you're feeling stuck because of your health, or whether you're feeling stuck because of any other reason, right? There's something that is causing that, and you don't want to compare yourself with somebody else because your experience of feeling stuck might be different from somebody else's experience. So we need to keep that in mind. That's point number one. Point number two, the root causes vary, right? The root cause of each stagnation varies. The reasons for feeling stuck can be diverse, ranging from unfulfilling relationships and unsatisfying careers to personal insecurities or fear of change, as I was mentioning a few seconds ago. Identifying the root causes of your stagnation is crucial for developing effective strategies to overcome it. Self reflection, introspection, and at times seeking external perspectives can help uncover these underlying issues. Right? Now, a lot of times when we feel stuck, sometimes we don't pay attention to what is causing this stagnation. Right? Sometimes we do not pay attention to what is causing this stagnation. Therefore, we find ourselves getting stuck and going deeper and deeper into frustration. We get overwhelmed more because we haven't figured out what the root cause of this issue is. May I remind you that I did say that the first point I wanted to address was is a subjective experience. What you need to understand when you're feeling stuck in life, whether it's your career, let's say you hate your job, you don't like your job, or you've been working so hard in your job, but you're not getting recognition you deserve, you're not getting the promotion, right? You're just not feeling fulfilled in that state, right? And then you start feeling stuck. Remember when you were young, you had no fear. When you were young, you were you had big dreams and you had big goals, right? What happened when you grew up? Somehow and somewhere along the way, you lost yourself. You lost that fearlessness. You lost these goals and these things that you wanted to achieve or the person you want to become. You lost that person along the way. Why is that? Right? Do you not understand why you're feeling overwhelmed? If there's a medical issue involved, then this is a different story. But I'm talking to the person who just lost their dream along the way, the person who lost who they are, and they get caught up in a system that doesn't allow them to develop their creativity, a system that strives to kill their creativity, right? And when your creativity is taken away from you, you become like a robot. You don't have that creative juices in your brain. You do not think outside the box. You do not apply yourself in life. Therefore, the thing that God has given you to be able to, for you to be able to manifest the person that you truly are, gets lost. And for you to be able to find that person, you need to be able to understand that your creativity is something that you need to protect. Your sanity is something that you need to protect, right? Once you get caught up in a web and in a system, you forget who you are. Right? So remember this point number one: every experience is different for every single person because we are all unique in our own ways, and we all have different desires and different dreams and different goals to fulfill. So understand that point number one. Point number two: the root causes of these feelings. Why are you feeling stuck? Is it your job? Is it your mental state? Is it somebody? Right? Is it your work? Is it where you're living? Is it what? What is causing this thing? My previous videos, I talk about being able to reflect. When you begin to reflect on your days, you begin to reflect on how you operate. Reflect every day, every week, every month, every year. Then you begin to see certain patterns in your life. It could be good patterns, could be bad patterns. And once you start putting two and two together, you'll come to realize that, oh, I've been doing this thing here consistently. It's definitely a bad thing, but I need to be doing it this way, or I need to find a mentor who's going to show me how to do the things the other way, right? So ask yourself, always reflect, try to find out the root causes of these problems, right? I also talked about making mistakes in my previous videos. It all comes down to this in your life. If you've never made any mistakes, then this kind of thing is most definitely going to cause you to be able to, it's going to affect you and it's going to make sure that is going to ensure that you feel that sense of stuck because you've never made any mistakes. So you know what it feels like, right? The more mistakes you make, the better you become. You become more resilient, right? You become a much better human being because you understand the mistakes you've made and you do realize that you don't have to make that mistake again, but learn from it and then evolve. So the root cause of something, the root cause of feeling stuck, what is that? Ask yourself that and then go and reflect and try to see what is causing these feelings. Point number three, which is my favorite and the one I said I was going to discuss further on, is here. Action is the antidote. Point number one was is a subjective experience. Point number two, what is causing you to feel stuck? And then point number three, what action are you going to take? What is the medicine to feeling stuck? Right? What is the medicine to feeling overwhelmed? What are you going to do to get yourself out of the gutter and to a state whereby you feel like, yes, you can do something about this feeling of being overwhelmed? So, action is antidote. While feeling stuck can be paralyzing, right? Taking action is often the key to breaking free from this state. It doesn't necessarily mean making massive changes all at once. Small, intentional steps towards positive change can have a cumulative and transformative effect. Right? Whether it's setting new goals, acquiring new skills, or seeking support from friends, family, or professionals, proactive steps can help shift your mind and create momentum in your life. Right? Proactive approach can help shift your mind and create momentum in your life. So you're feeling stuck about your job. You're feeling frustrated. You're feeling overwhelmed. You hate waking up in the morning. You hate the commute. You hate driving there. Why are you feeling this way? Right? If you can ask yourself why you're feeling this way, if you can ask yourself, what can I do to help me get out of this gutter, to help me get out of this situation? What can I do to help me get unstuck? Right? Is there somebody who has been through this and they got themselves out of this situation? Who is that person? And can I find them? Can I talk to them? Can they help me guide? Can they help and guide me out of this situation and get me to the next step? right? These are the questions you want to ask yourself. Oftentimes, human beings can be very stubborn. Human beings might not want to learn from the mistakes they've made. Human beings might just be too stubborn to want to see that the situation they're in is not a good one, and that if they find somebody or if they choose to do things differently, they can get out of it, right? So, what action are you going to take to get yourself out of this situation of feeling stuck in life, right? Does this make sense to you now? Mm. First things first, point number one, I say just a quick recap. Understand this is a subjective experience. This experience of feeling stuck is unique to every single person. Every person is going to experience it differently. Therefore, every solution to every single person is going to be different. Although there might be a solution that is good that solves all this problem for everybody, but it's going to be different at the beginning, right? Happiness is something that you want to engineer. Happiness can come from being able to do the things you like, and doing the things you like and doing the things you enjoy. If you're feeling stuck, it means you're not happy. And why are you not happy? You might ask, right? If you're feeling stuck, it also means that you probably do not have a plan. You do not have a plan of action to get you to where you want to be, to get you to your true dreams, to your goals, to your passions and desires. Right? If you're not spending enough time with your family, you might feel stuck and you might not feel happy. And why is that? Do you have a plan in place? Do you have an action that you're going to take to get you out of that state? Right? So ask yourself this question, right? By so doing, you'll get into the habit of being able to question things. And then you begin to see that, oh, this makes sense. This doesn't make sense. I like this. I don't like this. So and so has done this. So I need to reach out to them and ask them, hey, can you help me get out of this state and get me to the next level? Right? You need to be able to self assess. So to summarize this video, I don't want it to be too long. Point number one, remember that when you're feeling stuck in life, it's because when you're feeling stuck in life, one is a subjective experience. Two, remember that it is um, point number two. Remember, you need to know the root cause of feeling stuck. It's a subjective experience. It's unique to each and every single person. You need to understand what is causing you to feel stuck, right? The root causes of feeling stuck. And then number three, what actions are you going to take to get you out of this place, right? In my life, I felt stuck in so many areas and so many times. But because I was so hungry and I had this desire to really get to where I want to be, I'm still not fully there yet. Certain things I feel stuck, but it's a fight. You're right. You have to fight every single day to get yourself out of there. Sometimes the action that you will take might require a longer period of time. So while you're feeling stuck, you need to understand that this is the end goal. This is where you want to be. So work hard, take those actions that will allow you to get to where you want to be. So even though you're feeling stuck now, you can visualize that in the future, this is where I want to be. So you're going to feel much better. You're going to be much more happy with yourself and with the things that you're doing. Right. So this is all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, remember to like it, share it, and subscribe. Also, leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. What are you feeling stuck in? Right? What help do you need? So thanks again for staying with me up to now. I know your time is valuable, and I really do appreciate you spending your 15 minutes here with me today. I look forward to seeing you all in tomorrow's video. This is Felix, and I speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye.